All right, finally we're back. Uh, Sorry for the delay, everybody, and sorry that we've pinged you a million times over tonight. It's pretty. Oops, wrong button. Pretty annoying, but we'll get it going. So back to it, just real fast. I took about 3 minutes earlier on Twitch saying thank you, but just want to say thanks again to Gorza for making all this shit happen. Couldn't do it without him, so appreciate it, Gorza. So real fast, this is going to be a GFL trade calculator walkthrough. Like I told you guys in the announcement here earlier, this is just a trial run. Uh, we really do appreciate y'all's feedback. Y'all kind of help us mold it into. We have an idea of what we want the league to be, but y'all help mold it into what we want, what will work. And without a strong community, we're not going to be able to keep this thing going. So. We appreciate it. Like I said in this, writing us a book in general does not help at all, to be honest with you. Write us a DM, write us it in the suggestions and comments. You can find the suggestions or ideas down here in the maintenance tab. It really helps when you do it that way because it creates a log. It doesn't get lost in the chatter of everything that we got going on in this. But anyway, so moving forward. So this is a GFL trade calculator. What you're going to do is you'll click it. We're going to have this posted in the hashtag trade proposals. So you'll be able to go in here and access it at any time. For those of you that are wondering, well, what happens once somebody gets traded? We automatically will be updating this. So this gets updated weekly or after every trade. It's really, straightforward. Gordo set it up to where we can pull the data and it all populates. So shout out to him again for everything that he does on this stuff. So this is when you first open this up, this is what it's going to look like. Just a quick note, we are going to be having some UI updates in the future, making this a little bit more clean, hopefully having some team logos here to the sides, maybe get some faces in. That's the ideal scenario to where we'd have faces beside these. But that's pipeline, that's down the road. Right now, we just needed something tangible that we could use and utilize. Right over here to the left, you'll have a piece that you will once you plug and play, and you'll be able to see that as soon as I show you how to edit a copy. But you'll be able to copy this and then just paste it into the trade proposal when you create a ticket for the trade committee to vote on. So once you open the link that we'll have posted in the hashtag trade proposals once again, you want to hit edit a copy. You'll want to create you a file. So I've got one. I've got one down here. Oops, actually, it is on. Sorry. No, it's back here. Back on my desktop. It's in Gridiron Football League. This was actually the original name that we were going to do. And then you hit select. It'll save it to that. And then it'll open. So we got to wait for Excel for a second. So now you'll be able to click things. And then you'll be able to edit. If it will allow me. I don't know why that's not allowing me. Let me just pull it up. Oh, the trade calculator. Yeah, so here we go. Okay, so as you can see right here, I need that to go away. There, went away. Alright, so this is the trade calculator. And then, as you can see, this thing auto updates as you add players and things. So you can take away. And over here, this auto updates to the side. What you will see is let me just back that up real fast, and we'll add all those people back. So right now, this is 20.74%. These two values, that is the differential between these two. Now, if you see this piece right here, that goes, once he was taken away, Tremaine Edmonds was, that brought that within the 7.5% ratio or rating that it has to be. So this right here would be an accepted, this is enough value for it to at least be considered in the GFL or in the trade committee piece. Now, the one stipulation that we have tied into it that is going to be a piece that you have to, have moving forward is you have to, if you have the highest total value asset, so in this case, Jalen Hurts, you would need at least half, one of the assets that is coming back in return for Jalen Hurts has to be at least half his value. As you can see, there is nothing in this trade that is half his value. So this trade would then therefore be thrown out. It's no good. What this is going to do is keep people from loading up with a bunch of trash, or because we've seen a lot of these happen. Where Darren Waller is an X factor. He's a 32 overall. Aaron Donald's a 93 X factor, but he's 34. You're getting a 27-year-old franchise quarterback. We want to value those things along that nature. And this is just a lot of this is a messy trade to us. It's so hard to decipher. It's so hard to be consistent on. And so why the reasoning behind putting that half value thing is that means that there is a solid asset coming back. Not saying Aaron Donald's not a game wrecker. We all know how good defensive ends are in Madden this year and in prior years, but we're just trying to add a piece to where we can be consistent on it and things of that nature. So this value asset would need to be half of what's coming back for Jalen Hurts because he is the total, the highest total asset that is involved in the trade. So as you go through here, you'll be able to see any of the teams that you want. These are the values that are assigned to some of them. So we'll go ahead and go look at the Chiefs as Khalib is our defending champion. These pieces right here, like I said, we're going to clean up the UI a little bit, try to make it a little bit more eye pleasing and everything, but he has multiple untradeable people. We have formulas that are built into this stuff that stipulates why these guys are untradeable. This guy, his value is only 121, but he's an untradeable due to values that we have put in that we feel as though they're franchise cornerstones and they are pieces that would not be traded moving forward. We're going to be talking to you guys about. We're going to lay it out for you, add it into the rules and such, and kind of give you an outline of this. But we're going to be talking to you guys about a 2-year badge waiver for untradables. So anyone who's been with the league more than 2 seasons and has completed 2 full seasons will get a badge in the Discord. That badge will allow you to trade one untradeable player a season, but having some of those things in there, such as that half value asset piece. So if someone wanted to trade Patrick Mahomes, he's 9,354 points. Half of 9,300 is somewhere in the range of 47, I believe, 4,600 and something. So you would need an asset coming back to the Chiefs of 4,600 or more. And then on top of that, you would have to get it within 7.5% just to get Patrick Mahomes. So say you got an asset of 4,600 or more. So say Rejjon Wright was on another team. We got him. The number 1 overall pick, I can tell you, is worth 3,000 points. So that 3,000, that's 8,600 points. 8,600 and 9,300. I'm not sure what that value total is, but we can go and just play with it real fast, and I can give you an example. So let's go ahead and just take all this stuff out. Alright. I'll pick the Chiefs as well on this side, just to give you a little bit of an example. So we'll do Patrick Mahomes. I don't think I'm going to be able to actually do Patrick Mahomes because he is untradeable. And Gorza reminded me of this, but I wasn't paying attention when he told me about it initially. As usual. But anyway, okay. Well, I'm not going to be able to showcase that piece. But you get the idea. That's kind of where we're at on the whole thing. Mecole Hardman, if you wanted to trade him, we'll just say he was an untradeable. You got Chris Jones. Right now, the differential of that is 44.5%. So you would need to trade another piece. So that's probably somewhere around a second round pick. Let's say pick 10. Yeah. So that's 480 points. That's within the 7.5% window. As you can see over here, this would be your total layout for the trade. You would copy paste this piece, and these percentage bonuses, these are for our benefit as well. So if you plug these pieces in, you'll see that there's actually a percentage piece tied to this. So if Chris Jones is going, then that means that this loses value, or this gains value, sorry. So that's the percentage of bonus leaving, and you'll see the value adjust. So this person over here picks up more value. That makes sense. So anyway, this is just a quick walkthrough on the trade calculator. If you got any questions, as always, I may remake this video, as I don't feel as though I've you know laid out everything that we're aiming to shoot for. But once we get it more flushed out, this is just a rough, kind of like a rough video to get you guys started on it, as we are in the middle of off season right now. If you've got questions, please feel free to reach out to Gorza and I. We'll do our best to answer them. Just remember, the reason we do this stuff is because we want to help you guys. We want to make sure that the league's awesome. I do feel as though, I mean, and this is biased as crap, but I think that we've done an amazing job on just keeping this thing going. We get a lot of feedback on, this is the best league, da 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 da. But then, those same people who tell us that, they leave 2 days later. So we don't know. We understand that, a lot of people just want to come in here and trade and do stuff. Like I said in the announcement, this might not be the league for you, but we do all of these things to keep longevity. As long as Madden don't fuck us over with, taking away our league prematurely when we're in the middle of the fourth season, then and that's what happened last time. We'd be going into probably season 9 or 10 right now to finish up the Madden cycle. So to us, that's awesome that we cranked out 8 years this year. Kudos to you guys. Appreciate you sticking with us. And yeah, so if you got any questions, just hit me up. Let me know.